Hello, I'm Ada Haslocker with the Divorce and Family Mediation Center. Today I want to talk about prenups. That's right. Yep, prenups, prenuptial agreements. You're probably thinking it's one of the most unromantic things you could do before you get married. People tend to think, what, are you kidding? I should be thinking about my divorce before I get married? How terrible. But actually, it's a really practical thing to consider. And there are a few circumstances that I have found over the years that would actually make sense for you to think about in considering whether or not a prenup is for you. So two of those circumstances, and these are the two main ones in my opinion. One is this. Many people are delaying marriage. They don't get married until their 30s, maybe even 40s, and actually sometimes 50 or later. And as such, they've accumulated substantial assets over the years. They may own a home, a condo, or a co-op. They may have an art collection, a vintage car collection, a motorcycle collection, something like that. And in the same way that you would be doing a will or buy life insurance to protect your assets and your desire to direct what is to happen with those things, the same way that you will want to think about doing this in a prenup. It avoids a problem later in the event that there were to be a divorce. And I know we don't like to think about it, but let's face it, it happens more often than we would like to think about. The other circumstance would be the following. I have a reconciliation clause in my agreement, and I talk about the fact that once the client sign and notarize their agreement, it becomes their legal binding contract. And I remind them that if they do decide to reconcile after they've signed that agreement, that they have to formally revoke that settlement agreement because it's a contract. When I bring up reconciliation during that conversation, they say, oh, I'm never getting married again. What are you kidding? It's not going to happen. But the truth is it may. And the truth also is that if you remarry, you might have not only assets, but also children from your first marriage. And likely you're going to be marrying somebody who has the same thing. So for a second marriage, a prenup agreement is a really, really, really good idea. So that's my spiel about prenups. If you want more information about it, and by the way, this is another thing that we mediators can mediate, not just separation agreements, but prenups, please give me a call at 631-585-5210, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.